What up, Libra? How are you? Thanks for being here. It's me, Archer. And Libra, it's time to do your next weekly reading for the month of June of 2025, even though they're timeless. And whenever it found its way into your phone's algorithm and you clicked on it to come hanging out with us, perfect timing as always. They're timeless. But during a personal reading today, I busted out my grandmother, my Sagittarius grandmother's 1937 edition Tarot de Marcel, and Grandma wants to hang out. So we are going to the Biblical Tarot is going to take a slight break today, and instead, this is for you, all right? Scorpio and Sagittarius get it too. It's an original copy. And so I've got to be really careful with it, only in the fact that I will not Sharpie marker on these cards because of the everything. Okay, so there's some I might turn face down or something just so YouTube doesn't get mad at me. All right, but let's do it to it. These are going to do the base cards for you, Libra, and then we'll use the Crayola deck for the clarifiers. Okay, cool. Even the original, look at that. This was purchased by my great-grandfather in Sicily in 1937. It was given to my grandmother. It was then handed down to Mama T, who then handed it down to moi. And now we're going to use it for you, Libra. All right. Remember, definitely in this case, with Grandma Sag reading with us today, whatever comes out, we're going to get the message across, okay? Because when you're with me here, you are ultimately and indefinitely protected. All right? I'm your crystals, and I got your back, all right? So let's tap in and tune into Libra's energy. And right out of the gate, wow, the deck is locked in jam mode. So that's spinny hug, okay? So I'm going to grip you up. I'm going to give you that spinny hug and be like, what's wrong, Libra? What's going on? All right, I'm going to spin you around until your hair starts blowing in the breeze, like you're in a Jeep with the tops off, Jeep wave. All right, so you start feeling better. And then we're going to find out why you're feeling that way. All right. Oh, wow. Libra's like, you got any more of them hugs, Archer? All right, God, tap me in, tune me in to Libra energy, please and thank you. Give me everything you got for Libra. And what's up, guys? Thanks for being here. How's it going? All right. This deck is always so interesting when I get into it, but we got this. This is coolness, all right? So let's go. 2 shuffles, Libra. Here we go. 1, whoa. And 2. Come on, Grandma. Let's love this deck for Libra's energies. Here we go. Case dismissed. Lovable, lovely Libras. All the usual. You know how it goes. Apparently, Grandma Sag is like, no, keep it straight to the point for Libra. All right, I got you. Overall energy, we have the 5 of Swords that comes in. So this explains the spinny hug. All right. So right now you're feeling like you're in a place that you've worked to rebuild yourself and your self-worth from a lot of people that you've been in the 5 stages of grief, still kind of grieving the connection. 10 of Swords is underneath that. That tells me that you're rising above that and you are coming to a completion point. It's only 1 layer deep in the overall energy. That also takes you to the King of Pentacles. That's some balance and stability. That's some mature energy when that comes out on the King of Pentacles. Okay. With the 4 of Pentacles into the 8 of, ooh, that's the 8 of Wands. That's forward momentum that takes you into the Knight of Swords. Oh, God's making plans. You've been focusing on yourself and your self-worth and your healing. And the whole time God's been working on your person. So the love stuff is still going on behind the scenes. All right, so let's dig in. Let's start with your energies. Current conditions at Libra. I always wanted to be a weatherman. Oh, I hope when I go on the news someday that I get to I just want to push the clicky thingy one time. And I actually do know what it's really called. All right, we've got the 5 of Cups. We have, ooh, the World. Then we have the 4 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Emperor. Okay, the work energy vibe I dig, but look over here what's going on. It's like you've tried to rebuild yourself out of a lot of people that have bullied you and picked on you, that you needed some time to yourself. Hey, Potato Head, what up? Hi, Laura. So you've needed some time to yourself because you've had these people who tried to beat you down, and yet you always have a way of persevering through things, right? It's kind of like you're at that point where you can continue to push through. You just want that one thing in your life to go smoothly for once at one point. And at this moment, it's like you're happy, but at the same time, you're like, Archer, this lifetime, 1 star, would not recommend, would not like to visit again. Right? Because it's almost like you're like, I'm the one doing all the work, but then everybody else around me doesn't do the work. And that's just, the shadow work is just the changing of the mindset to change programmings and come out of negative pessimistic thinking. Okay, that's English. But even in the work, this is major arcana, which shows more changes are going on in your work side of things. Okay, It's like maybe you're waiting to hear back about like an interview or a second interview possibly or something, or you're onboarding and it's taking really long. Or in the Emperor vibe, some of you guys are actually kind of frustrated at work. I think God's going to wind up putting a tower moment in here for something. The Emperor comes in. It's like maybe the higher ups or something like, yeah, something that gets handed down from management, puts you on a course of change. Okay, I'll find out what that is with some clarifiers. I'll get one of my decks out for the clarifiers. These take a minute to tap in. So let's go into the past person, all right? Love energies. Now, remember, you're allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want, all right? My title here is just Tarot Reader, not Tarot Tell You What to Do. None of us should tell you what to do, all right? We're just the map readers. We've got the Ten of Cups and the Moon card, and the Strength card comes out. And dude, check this out. It actually is called Force right now. This is an older deck, and it's called Force. That's kind of cool. The Moon card on the Ten of Cups. Oh, my word. This person was experiencing an identity crisis, and they took it out on you. Straight up, like maybe they didn't think they were good enough for you with the Fool card. Fool card. Why is the Moon card described as a Fool card? Could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries, possibly. Yeah, Ten of Cups is Pisces. It's kind of like they made themselves out to be the person of your dreams, and in reality, they were not. Straight up, just like that. Yeah, that's Grandma Sad. She's like, Archer, you talk too much. Just give it to him straight. My channel. It's my channel, my choice. Okay, but I get it. They didn't know what they wanted in their life with that Moon card. Like maybe it's what led them to being more quiet or shy in the beginning and closed off, because they were at a point in their life that they couldn't separate the salt from the sugar, right? But you loved them. Strength card says they did love you. Could be a Leo. Pisces energy is pretty strong here too. Maybe even a Cancer too, because even though the Moon card is Pisces energy, Cancer's dominant rocks the moon, okay? Doesn't have to be their sun sign though. It's just part of their chart that's energizing though. When I ask about you, you're heavy on their mind with that Moon card too. It tells me that they've been dreaming about you too, and that your dreams are justified, okay? So I got to see what that is. What kind of a dream would a Libra have that they'd be like, woo, whoa, about? All right, we'll see. Okay, now the new person. This could be somebody you're involved with, or you're single and you want to know what's coming in, all right? With the King of Swords, ooh, somebody that's a talker, a little bit of talkative Gemini energy with the High Priestess, and the Seven of Cups. Sorry, I'm doing enough to learn English. I got to figure out the Roman numerals on this deck. I'm sorry. And Tarot News, what up, girl? How you been doing? Oh my gosh, I missed you. Spinny hugs. Hey, Kat. What up, Britt? How you guys doing? Molly, thanks for the gift. Seven of Cups on this one. So this person, here's the thing, is that you check all their boxes. Could be a Scorpio, but they see a future with you, like to the point they've had dreams about you too. Oh my gosh, Libra, no wonder you're so tired. It's literally like, Libra, you're like, everybody keeps trying to manifest you in your dreams. And that's why you're waking up at all hours of the day and night. Your dreams going crazy because everybody keeps thinking about you. And it's like, hey, cross watchers, let Libra have some sleep tonight. You know, they can't keep a jumping and traveling into everybody's dreams, making everybody feel better. All right. They need to sleep. Seven of Cups. The thing on this one is like, maybe you fear like, you're like, oh, you think they're playing games. The High Priestess. You want to know what's behind the mask, because it's like, maybe somebody here is even in law enforcement or something, because I'm totally seeing Buford T. Justice. We got to ask Mama T. I'll bet you that was one of I think it was one of Grandma's movies, because literally I'm seeing Buford T. Justice being like, I'm going to catch him with my paw, and then I'm going to catch him with my paw, and I'm going to or somebody just wants an El Diablo and a Dr. Pepper. What? I don't want. See, this person's kind of quick-witted, aren't they? Some of you guys, it might even be another Gemini or a Libra. No, wait, you're Libra. Oh, wow, this is cool. Okay, there is a little bit of a crisscross in this one here. Maybe this is like they're holding back feelings for you, but somebody lied about their age. That's what it is. Either somebody's older or younger than they are, and they're like, I'm a Gemini. No, it's a Libra. No, it's a what? Right, you weren't born in May. What? Exactly. So this person has a creative storytelling abilities, possibly. They're not this person that is like, the thing is, they're more of a real deal. They don't just jump right in. Like the way Mama T would handle it, or Grandma would, where they'd be like, ooh, bad soul, walk away, Archer. Don't do it. I don't pull that off of this. It's kind of cool. So now I want to find out what's going on. I want one of my decks. Hold on. Now we need clarifiers. I need the rest of the story. So let's go Paul Harvey on this thing. How you guys doing? Having a good day? It's almost Friday. All right, let's see what we got on this. What's up with this Five of Cups, World card, and for some reason I'm not sure if that's a World card, but I'm calling it the World card, so I'm calling it as I see it, okay? I'm not super versed in this deck. I know of it, but like not on a daily usage. Justice. Okay, Libra, you're cool with it. All right, sweet. You're in your power, the Seven of Wands, and you're protecting yourself. Judgment, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, these are cards I totally dig. You were in the middle of a transformation, but it's just getting started. You're like on the threshold of a glow up, because it's kind of like you tried to pick those that, oh, it's like you've picked those that aren't available, right? Or already involved. Their hearts are already promised to somebody else, and you keep pulling up like nothing. But with the Chariot underneath that, you're getting ready to move forward. Okay, so you're just getting started. Five of Cups on the Five of Cups. That could be why you're still feeling kind of down. With the Nine of Swords, the thing is that you're like, you know, where's the person that my heart's promised to? There is strong Gemini energy in this reading, y'all. But with the Knight of Pentacles on it too, it's kind of like you're at that point where you're like, you almost know it's coming or feel it's coming with this King of Pentacles, because you've done the work. You've walked away from the people, places, and things that like no longer suited you, you know, and you've walked right towards the sun. King of Pentacles with Virgo energy. Virgo and Scorpio energy is here right now too. Maybe that's in your chart, because it's like you're still experiencing some turbulence, but it's coming. You know, maybe somebody here works for the airlines or something, because that's the vibes I'm getting. It's like you're still, you just took off, Chariot card, but you're still in some turbulence, Five of Cups, right? Nine of Swords too, Seven of Wands. But once you get through it, it's going to start to level out. So you like you've just taken off, rotate, and you're starting to get going. The thing is, the turbulence, I think, is actually being caused by your dominant rock. The transits that Venus is going through right now. It might have you a little confused in love. Why Judgment? Where's my person? Where's the person that my heart's promised to? That one that's like, you know, like where y'all finding these good boys and good girls at type of a vibe. It's coming. Your movements in Venus, they've just changed. So the thing is, yeah, once you get into that smoother area, you're going to be ready to take a leap of faith. You have learned your lessons. You might feel like maybe I've got more work to do. And remember, the South Node just got out of your sign into Virgo. God is still monitoring the situation though, okay? So this time you're not alone. You're just being protected from all, yeah, you feel like you're on your own trying to find your way or make a place for yourself. And like you got friends, you got coworkers and family and stuff, but you feel like you're all alone out there. But it's just because God's protecting you from all those emotionally avoidant people that are literally out there in today's day and age. You could be feeling some strong anxiety or getting nervousness, confusion over simple decisions, right? And feeling like, oh man, it's all in my head. It kind of is, like much how like the barometric pressure affects us before storms come in or weather changes. The coronal mass ejections off the sun are kind of doing the same thing. This planet's getting hit with bursts and impulses of energy. And the sun's pretty big deal, you know? So it's pushing some powerful energy this way. You're just kind of feeling it. But God's protecting you from this, okay? Hey, Elena, what's up, girl? How's it going? Hey, Danielle, what's happening? What's up, Charlie? Sandra? So the thing is, you're closer to the abundant era of your life than you realize. It's like the car's already in motion. The plane's already taken off. So it's just getting started. Things are getting put into place because even God knows you're ready for it. And see how you've only got the two major arcana here? This isn't major shifts, showing that you might have a pretty cool and calmer week ahead where you do have those moments that you get sad or bummed out 1 or 2 days of the week. The other days, it's like at the end of the day, you're like, huh, that wasn't bad. I actually had a good day. Been a long time, right? Or it's about time. But that's kind of the thing I feel coming in, Libra. I dig it for you, all right? Could be born on the 9th, maybe the 11th. The 7th is here, the 12th, the 1st comes in, the 17th. The 20th, the 27th, maybe even the 4th, the 14th, or 24th. But I do see that. That's what it is. It's like, it's coming, Justice card. It's just, when's it going to happen? When's it going to start? It's just getting started. Like maybe you get one text message or one letter or one little trinket, and it's your preview that it's starting to happen. All right. Chariot's back in the workplace. I'm actually seeing a dream catcher too. Maybe somebody's got one, or like you'll see them in a store or something. Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Okay, with the Chariot here, I literally, with this Chariot, I saw Kit from Knight Rider, or a Tesla, auto-driving car. God knows what messages to give me. He's like, yeah, I know what Archer thinks an auto-driving car. But the thing on this is that some of you guys might wind up relocating for work. Or some of you guys actually do work at Tesla or in some kind of a government capacity. The thing on this is with that Eight of Pentacles, oh, God's going to put a few tower moments into place. Okay. Like the thing on this is that there's a tower moment or two getting ready to be put into place to get you out of where you're stuck. So you're feeling stuck at work. Maybe you're getting passed up, or the emperor, your bosses are just complete not good people. They might be the people that my grandma would have looked at and said, ooh, Archer, nope, walk away. That sort of vibe. So it's almost like you're dealing with gaslighting in the workplace, And the thing on that is that there are, with this Scorpio energy on the Seven of Cups, these couple little tower moments that are going to come in and kind of like get you to the point that that change you've been wanting to make. You're right. You're just doubting making the change. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm too old to make a career change, or change to just a different job, or I'm too established, or I'm not established enough, that sort of a thing. And God's like, no, you're actually really good at this, Libra. So how Standard Tarot 101 is going to be like, oh, wow, you're getting more money. Oh, wow, you're getting a promotion. And you're sitting here being like, yeah, right, tarot reader person. Everybody's getting a raise. Every Libra in the world is going to get a raise and a promotion, right? Hashtag Carrot Top Tarot. But on the Chariot, no, God's like, it's not going to happen for you that way, Libra, because you're destined to go in this other direction that you've been thinking about, whether it's just promotion at work or whatnots. So what I'm being told is like talks of a pay cut or new management comes in that changes everything up to the point that you're like, I can't take it. I'm out. And it allows you to go in the direction. And the reason for all of it happening, though, Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, is because like what you're going to find out going forward, like maybe a year, 2 years from now, when the place is going like chapter 11 or jobs are being eliminated and you're at this other job or this other position and you're like, oh my gosh, I got out of that just in time. The iceberg had already hit the ship, That's when it'll all make sense of like, so that's why everything went down the way it did. Okay. And that's coming in the not too distant future. That's the cool part. Then about this job offer, those of you waiting to hear back on an interview that you've applied for, or your second interview, or just even onboarding and you haven't heard back on it. Knight of Cups, Four of Cups. What I'm seeing on this one is the reason, like you've already got the job. They love you. Look at all the cups. It's all cup energy. You right? So the thing on this is that the reason it's taken so long is because it's hard to get the managers and the bosses and the HR people, all the people that have to sit in on the interview where you feel like you're being like the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody suspects the Spanish Inquisition. What? Right? Libra, they're just a bunch of coconuts. Okay, Life of Brian, what? Maybe that movie resonates or something. Interesting enough, yeah, the thing on this is that the schedules, that's what it is, trying to get all these people in front of you. So they're trying to line it up, all right? And then you'll be getting a call or an email, but they'll explain it. And they'll be like, so sorry, we had to try to get the manager and HR, and the schedule's all conflicted, but we'd like to have you in. And you applied for this a while ago. Some of you guys are already near like just getting to find out when you go back for the interview or you're onboarding, or if not, you're gonna be, but it's coming, and they'll at least explain why they dilly-dallied and what happened to get back to you. But you do got this already. That's the thing. Oh, for those of you waiting for a settlement with the Eight of Pentacles, this might only apply to a few of you, but what I'm seeing on that is that I see it happening out of court. So it's going to wind up in a settlement offer that's made. But like, I mean, it's like a private convo, but it goes through the courts or mediation or whatever, however it applies to you. But you'll be presented with an offer that you'll sign off on it, and you'll actually walk away with a good sum of money, and more than you thought you were going to wind up getting too, which is cool. There's a lot of cups. You walk away with some, like, all right, that worked out, and it's off your plate too at that point. All right, and some money owed to you that really helps make your work transformations. You know, it's like funding for you to make the change. All right, all happens at just the right time. Okay, let's hit in the love department. Let's go for it. And thanks for being here, guys. I love you. Love that like for you, because you totally deserve it. And subscribe, set the bell. I do go live weekdays with each individual sign reading, and an all signs Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern. The most recent one is where you can enter the June giveaway. All right, just follow the link down in the pinned comment over to it. All you got to do is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment on the all signs. All right, and we'll select the winners next Monday. 6 chances to win. All right, okay. Oh yeah, don't forget the safe to click links. They're all here in the QR code in the Archer Astrology link tree. It's pinned in my bio in the pinned comment. Just watch for the fake archers, because they're out there making rounds. I will never reach out to you and say hi or ask for your name or nothing like that, okay? All the safe to click links are in the link tree, okay? All right, just gotta make sure you guys are all safe. You know, everyone on this side of the camera has a responsibility to everyone on that side of the camera, because you trust us, all right? So, all right, let's see what's up with the past person. Well, past person wants to talk to you. Literally, their cards popped out and flew onto your cards. This person likes to butt in, but they they totally want to talk about you. The World's card on the King of Swords. Wow, they're heavy in your energy right now. This person was experiencing a bit of an identity crisis when they took this out on you too. I really concur on that one, because they didn't feel they were good enough and then wound up taking it out on you. But you loved them. You did love them. You didn't love what they did to you, but you loved them. They just had no clue that they were so, like, they latched on to anyone and everyone around them that would try and make themselves feel important, or would make them feel like they matter. You know what I mean? Maybe like some of you guys, it's like the things that they've been through a lot, like maybe this is due to like past substance abuse or even verbal or financial, you know what I mean? That Strength card of the Ten of Swords, they put you through an awful lot, you know, right? And they're having to experience everything they put you through in order to respect you. You know what I mean? The thing on this is, straight up, something about them, they're not playing with a full deck. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be mean to the crosswatcher. Crosswatcher, I'll pick on Libra in your reading. Sorry. They're playing solitaire too long with a deck of 51. What? Yeah. The thing on this, what's up with the mosquito bite? Somebody here might have a mosquito bite. I don't know. Like, I wanted to itch her arm. That was weird. Remember this. Remember life hack for mosquito bites? You put a cross in it with your nail. That's it. Just, and it stops itching. All right? The useless archer advice you might never ever need in your life, but it might also be like a banana. When the time comes, you'll know. All right. I love leaving for you, Libra. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the thing on this is this is something that goes clear back into their youth. Could be a Cancer or a Leo. They do want to apologize and try something fresh or start fresh. I don't know if this is the most recent ex, though. For some of you guys, this could be the twin, or this could be a few relationships ago. Because with that World card, it's almost like I feel like I'm digging into a deep past energy. So some of y'all may not have talked to this person for a while. 10 of Cups, the Empress on the Hanged Man. So they're the ones that derailed all of this, and they're realizing it. Again, with that 10 of Cups, we've kind of come full circle in this part of the reading. The thing on this is that, like, you know how, like, they knew what they were talking about, and like the way that they love to tell, like, you what to do or what you wanted, or like, this is the kind of person that, like, if somebody had watched a documentary on NASA the night before, they've been to the moon, right? And everybody around them is like, yeah, okay, right? The thing on that is that it goes clear back to their youth, okay? With how their parents abused them, their family upbringing, look how hectic this Empress had it. Their mom had it rough. And I think they basically had to raise themselves, okay? The thing on this is maybe at a very young age, they had to actually raise their siblings, raise their family. They never got to be a child, never got to actually have the attention put onto them. You know, this is like the parents maybe just shoved them in front of like the TV set or whatever. It was like, here, raise yourself, kid, you know? And so they're very unsure of how to proceed. the thing on it is that this then led to them finding those abusive partners before they met you. And then it's like their learned behavior is what they expected and it carried out. But the thing, like, that's why, like, you never knew how to, like, one time they'd be fine, the next minute they'd be total Oscar the Grouch vibes, because it was like this person always just fought so hard to fit in because they had been neglected growing up. And you know how they say, like, women will marry their fathers or moms will marry their kids, whatever. You know, girls marry their dads, moms marry their. The thing on this is, this person always just fought so hard to fit in, and so they don't have a base point where they're like, well, yeah, most women will marry like a father figure, or most men will marry like a motherly figure type of a vibe. They don't have a base point and never knew where to start. The thing on this is that it's like they're in the middle of a crowded room and screaming and nobody's listening to them, right? You were the only one that ever did. And then they wound up hurting the one person that loved them the most. And I don't like that hyperbole, but the whole part about the, like, we always hurt the ones we love, they crossed the line because they thought they could do this to you and you would never leave until they took one step too far, right? So I see here that they're outgrowing this phase, though. 10 of Cups on the Empress is like their actions no longer really work on people, or basically it's that there could be an age difference because, like, they outgrew it, you know? For some of you guys, maybe mom was too involved and told them what to do, or whatever it is. It seems like it's more of a familial status that resulted in their upbringing that led to you taking the brunt of it. But it still awoke you. You know, it brought you into a whole spiritual energy. 10 of Cups. Something about dream catchers might resonate. I really keep seeing the dream catchers, but now I'm also seeing a gazebo. Even though this is a house over in England, I'm seeing like maybe you got a gazebo, or they did, or you guys had one or something. Even maybe just one in the town square or something, but the gazebo kind of resonates. 8 of Swords, the Sun card, and the Wheel of Fortune. And here's the thing. I reset the energies and phase all the decks before I started reading. The Sun card's reversed. They are scared to reach out after everything they put you through, and there's no happiness in their life without you. That's the thing. What you're seeing on the internet is 5 seconds of their day that they post. It's usually a food post. Like, you don't even see them. You see a picture of their plate. The Sun's reversed. They're not happy with it. They were straight up depressed. Some of you guys clinically and diagnosed. Some of you guys, you just knew it. They were always sad or always down. Okay. But that Sun card's reversed, the 8 of Swords. They know they've affected their happiness. And with nobody else really putting up with them, literally like how you could, that's the thing that's basically changing their core programming to get rid of the stuff that their parents did. It's the definition of clearing out generational karma, right? Changing the programming so that by the time there's kids and grandkids, what the parents did, it's no longer that way. They don't want to raise people the way they got raised, basically. You know, the thing on this is that's like one of the last things this person's got to get rid of with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like they're booting back up to cut out that stuff and change the direction of their future. And that's the energies that can turn the happiness around. So your person is working on this, okay? It's never etched in stone. This is a red flag of something that needs to be worked on. Hey, they're not happy right now. That's why you've been feeling weird and depressed out of the blue and like, whoa, why am I crying? I had a decent day, right? That sort of a thing. Total Pluto retrograde and Aquarius vibes, you know? But Jupiter going into Cancer, that's what's going to help to reverse this. Because with Jupiter having been in Gemini for so long, that sword energy, even the sword energy that tried taking over the reading, or some of you are dealing with a Gemini, that's what blocked the abundance. That now that Jupiter's in Cancer where it's exalted, the abundance is getting ready to flow. So this is literally changing in like real time, okay? The Wheel of Fortune. This person is in that roundabout, getting ready to decide which direction to come. They're a little nervous about coming towards you, but the thing is, I think it gets to the point they're going to bring this in right, and even an apology that comes out. Because these planet shifts that we've never experienced is changing a lot of emperors and they're awakening, okay? And there's no gender here. We all have masculine and feminine energies. I'm reading for male and for female Libras, okay? But the thing on this is, in the not too distant future, for those of you that haven't heard from them yet, it's the energy I'm getting is it's literally just going to be, I'm sorry, can we talk? Send, okay? So could be dealing with a Leo, could be a Libra, Sagittarius and Cancer are here. Pisces is here with Virgo, Capricorn is here, Gemini, and there's also some Taurus and more Leo, okay? Doesn't have to be their sun sign, though. Just part of their chart energizing. They want to ask about you. Near them could definitely, a lot of repeating 10s are showing up. So you might be noticing like 10, 10, 10 in that a lot lately. Or you or them were born on like the 10th, the 20th, or the 30th, okay? Could even be dates or anniversaries that might resonate to you, but the 9th, the 19th is here. The 3rd and the 23rd show up. You've got the 6th, possibly even the 26th or 16th, and the 31st, okay? Okay, let's get into the new person. Let's see what's up with the new person, all right? And the countdown's on. It's almost Friday, guys. We're going to make it. No, how you guys doing? What up? If you got time and you want to check out the link tree or the pinned comment, the most recent live in-person appearance from Nashville is posted. We had an awesome time, and it was our test run out of the blue that we're going to start doing more of those public appearances in Nashville and a couple other locations. So check it out. Let me know what you think about it. It was a really good time, and I loved reading with people in public. It was so fun. I told Melissa afterwards, I said, we are going to fill Bridgestone one day. Demon Brewer. Anyways, and if you'd like to book a personal private reading with me, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. I offer the Zoom one-on-one readings, traditional private YouTube videos, and a thrifty energy check video. But just send me an email. I'll shoot you back an email with details, pricing, and booking info. All right. But I look forward to reading for you. And I am solo YOLO, so I handle the emails too. So I respond within 24 to 48 hours. All right. So thanks. And even check out, I released a song. Check out the single on the homepage too. It's listed in the pinned comments too. And on the link tree. But all right, let's dig in. New person. Here we go. See, this person is a little slow to launch. Even the cards are like slow to shuffle, you know? Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles disguised as a Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, whoa. And the Moon card's back. You're going to find out that this new person runs in the same friend group as this person. Somehow this person knows this person or a member of their family. Okay, just one of those little fun little ha-has. All right, you never have to let on that you're like, oh my gosh, that's my ex. You don't have to bring it up. But anyways, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles confirms it's new. All right. Oh, okay. Moon card. I get it. For some of you guys, either you or this person is currently like maybe separated or working on getting out of a marriage or relationship. So for some of you guys, like there's a past person that's still interference with the new person. Now, if it's not an actual physical third party involved for those of you, it's the fact that this person, they want to start a new beginning with somebody new, but in full honesty behind the scenes, they're not fully healed from the past. That's what they're hiding behind the mask, okay? Somehow either like, yeah, because the roles could be reversed. One of you guys is still working on getting rid of somebody that's like stalking you. All right. It could be them, could be you. All right. But it's that kind of vibe. So it's like whatever that red tape is, because the Three of Swords doesn't always have to be a person. Maybe it's a fear of commitment or an addiction or family involvement. It's a noun. Okay. It can be a person, a place, or a thing. So, but that energetical red tape, maybe it's like some of you guys, like somebody's like married and there's still like a home or mortgage or money or kids or something involved. So there's the red tape that's getting ironed out. That's sort of a vibe, okay? The Emperor card, the Magician, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, because you've given this person signs. You have literally done everything except like rent an airplane with a banner hooked to the back of it, right? Bonus points is a sign if you have recently seen or in the week ahead, you will see an airplane flying over somewhere with like a banner hooked to the back of it. That's a sign for you. But what I'm seeing on this one is once this red tape is cut out, they're going to start showing their emotions a lot better, okay? Because they're not fully opened up yet, but they do like you. And they're working to open up and to come in correct in this Emperor energy. Some of you guys might even work together, okay? Or somebody here might be like a first responder, a police, fire, EMS, all right? But the thing on this is that maybe even military, either active or retired possibly. Oh, thank you for your service if that applies. The thing on this is, though, is that they're going to start opening up. It's kind of like you guys are both going to come into like a convo to talk about it with that Magician. And the Two of Cups shows the time's approaching where you guys can communicate through this. So this is a bit of a lesson in trust. Is this person got other options? Is this person doing other stuff? Are they even interested in me? Am I going to wind up going down that same road that I've been with all my past people, Archer? That's what I want to know. The thing on this is that they do a lot of thinking before they take action. Because see how like this engineer's got his level out and like This bricklayer is working to make sure each course is like set perfectly and the right amount of mortar in between the bricks, okay? So this person does a lot of planning and a lot of thinking before taking action on something. And they're getting ready to, though. The energies show they're gonna do something. The Two of Cups. The time's about right where it's like, can we get coffee and talk or see where this is going? You know, whatever this red tape is, that it's like God is working on lining things up for these problems to start taking care of themselves. So like example would be, let's say that you're the one that's got Miranda Lambert stalking you, crazy ex-girlfriend, right? Okay. Or boyfriend, you know what I mean? Okay. God's going to start putting things in place. Like all of a sudden their cell phone won't work anymore and they can't reach out to you anymore. Or, you know, they dump it in a pond or something, or battery life or signal, or they don't pay the bill. All right. Something will start weeding the problems and the red tape out of your life because you guys are destined to be together. So that's going to lead to this talk so that you guys can open up and explain the problems along with the fears from the past that you both have about it repeating itself. And that way you guys can go forward with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, a real love that's happening in this timeline. And it's a fresh start. So even for those of you that this is a past person returning, I see why Grandma showed up, because she always explained it really well, that if a past person comes back and they haven't done the work and they're in the same cycle, that's the past person returning. When the past person has done the work and God lets them come back after they pass the tests and everything, then they're actually a new person too, because the cycle won't repeat itself. The person does, but you guys start a new cycle. So this is like the outcome for two groups of Libras. The ones who are waiting for the past person to come in, and then the ones who are actually starting with somebody fresh and new that's just really quiet, not emotional, and like overthinking, over planning, a little bit of anxiety and shyness off of it, but it's still got legs. It's going somewhere. It's already in motion. All right. So this convo is coming up between the two of you guys sooner than expected. And it might be like that, like you guys meet up or talk or date, and it just turns into the convo, like something you didn't even plan on talking about. And the problem fixes itself. You leave from this upcoming date night and you guys have talked it out and worked it out. Okay. And for those of you that haven't already gotten the text message asking about a meetup, it's going to start coming in. Okay. When the message arrives, whether you've gotten it or not, that's God giving you a thumbs up and a confirmation it's safe to proceed. You've waited for this moment. Take the risk, take the leap, because you're just at that start point. Remember, your chariot is just coming out of the turbulence. You got this. I love it for you, Libra. This is awesome. Claim this thing down in the comments. We got to manifest this for you. You deserve this. This Tower card, it has been a lot. You've been waiting for all those changes of Pluto and Aquarius to happen, and they're finally getting started. Okay? I love that for you. And remember, you don't have to, the comment section is there for you, and a comment does help the channel and the fam and the algorithm and all that stuff. You can use it to complain or to brag, or even if you just want to leave an emoji. God knows what you're wishing for, okay? So even when I see it and I transmit it up to him, he's got your back, all right? And consider subscribing and being a part of the fam too, because that way you've got almost 70,000 people helping you out, all right? And the fam is working to get me to 70,000 for my birthday on July 7th. So would love to have you here. Plenty of room at the table, so make it crowded, all right? And remember too, this will resonate to any placement of Libra in your chart, because you're not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you 1 in a billion Libra, all right? Nobody can handle the air signs like a Libra, all right? That's why you're the cardinal air sign. It makes sense. It fits. But okay, let's dig in. Let's do some super chats. All right, hope you guys are cool and okay with me using Grandma's deck. I had it out for that person. I'm like, Grandma wants a little screen time. Let's do it. All right. And Libra, you did really good. I didn't get any of the cards that I'm like, oh gosh, I can't show that on the camera. So it's cool. All right, let's see what we got. Let's super chat. Tess, did you come through? Because I opened it up for you, Tess. I was like, heck, oh, you did. Oh my gosh, and you're generous. Thank you, darling. Oh my gosh, thank you. Wow, thank you. Libra, this reading is sponsored by it's sponsored by Tess and Cordum. Cordum, thank you. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. You're so generous. I mean, the least I can do is answer a question for this. Thank you. All right, let's go for it. Let's dig in. Let's start with Randy. All right, what's up, Randy? All right, let me clear this thing up here for you guys. Clear space. We're good. All right, this is another one of my decks, Grandma. All right. Has she had regrets about moving out of the house, and has she been turning to God more? Oh, this is something we need with my grams here. Let's see. The Six of Swords. Yeah, when with the Hierophant, she's actually coming through the stage of the grief and the connection and just feeling the shame of it. Okay. She is in a more optimistic perspective, but this girl is tough cookie to crack. Hierophant to the Two of Swords. So she is actually, it's still not at the point where she's turning to God more. She still kind of has the same type of beliefs in it. She hasn't like found that part of it yet. But it's enough that like with the tarot and the other things, it kind of deterred her off that direction. But she does still have the faith. Okay, so she believes. Just she's not going to be showing up every Sunday, so to speak, but she believes. Now, on the Seven of Pentacles, she also believes she's a failure of a woman right now. That's her problem. So the biggest thing slowing her down, because she's already in the Six of Swords, which lets me know that she finished grieving, and the Five of Swords. But Seven of Pentacles shows this is some of her shame and fail with the Judgment card reflecting back that after the post, after the fights, after the few times you guys have ran into each other in the parking lot at the complex or even in public, at this point now with the way she's treated you, she feels kind of shameful. Okay, so it's more about her turning inward to kind of get the courage enough to reach out. She totally expects you to tell her to pound sand, that sort of a thing, and she's like, "What's the use now?" It's another one of the stages where now it's like she's stuck. That she's like, "It's been too long. I can't go back. What have I done?" That sort of a thing, because she's not totally remembering there's a signed legal wedding document still in existence. That's a little bit more of a back burner because her thoughts are more about like, "What have I done?" That sort of a thing. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps. Next up, H. What up, H? I know I don't say your name right. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see what we got. Is Libra interested in someone else? What? Okay. I totally got to find that out for you because you're supposed to have a really good weekend. Hold on. I got you. No. Six of Pentacles. Whoa, no, I think Libra's getting ready to talk to you because I have no clue where that came from. I literally just took a drink. Whoa. 2 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. You know what that was? I just flipped it off the 7 of Cups to the 2 of Wands. She would actually, if you asked her instead of me, she would actually take a slight bit of offense to it because she's like, I'm talking to H. I'm interested in H. I don't multi-date. I'm not a serial dater. I don't have enough attention span to handle that. So it's one person at a time. It's like, oh, okay, you really? Yeah. She's like, yeah, Ace of Wands. It's one person at a time. And she totally likes you. So the Chariot here, I think she's one of those, like, I think she's one of them girls, H, or Libra is like, they won't text and drive, doesn't have the phone around them all the time. So you might think entertaining other things based on like social media action, and yet there's nobody else she's entertaining. She's not that type of girl because she's already gotten totally interested in you. All right. Maybe a little bit of 7 of Cups anxieties or fears that you know what, you're used to it not working out. This one won't either. At the moment, I'm still being told that confirmation is going to be a good weekend. Okay. So I hope that helps. All right, let's see. Cordum, what do we got for you? And thank you again, too. You are generous. All right, waited 2 years to meet Sad. She's finally coming for 2 days. Okay. And avoid seeing me. Okay, let's see what's up. I made the move. Now he's cold. Lots of obstacles and distance. What does he want with me? All right, is there a happy ending or a fight? Okay, let me find out. Let's see what we got. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, doesn't hate you, doesn't dislike you. Okay. Yeah, I asked. I literally get silence. I can't pull anything. He doesn't not like anything about you. You're totally cool there. Now, the thing on this is the reason for the cold and the distance and stuff that's going on is, okay, he told you, so now you know he's coming, but because he's 2 of Pentacles yet, he's not totally sure if he's ready. It's nervous. He's nervous about meeting up and seeing you in person, and he's getting cold feet a little bit. So that's explaining the coldness and the distance, because now it's like, oh man, it's happening. It's a thing. I'm unsure. That sort of vibe. Sagittarius can do that sometimes. He gets very nervous for making big decisions because they like the adventure. So Sag never picks something small. Sag is like, courtdom. I want courtdom. It's not just an easy peasy thing. There's his real feelings on this one. Okay. He wants something real with you. He's been undergoing a transformation, okay? And so a lot of it is his 4 of Pentacles, where he's like protecting his heart. Am I ready for this? Am I really? That's what he's like. I don't know if I'm not going to have time while I'm there. I don't think I'll be able to meet up. He's totally going to meet up because he'll get world card. He'll get over that. That's all he's doing right now. He's cold and quiet. It's all that pre-jitters. He's almost on his side being like, I don't want to go anymore. I'm not even going. I know how this is going to go. I don't even want to. Like, because he's nervous. He still winds up. You guys will actually see each other. Okay. No fight or anything. 5 of Cups to the 5 of Pentacles is that when the weekend's over, you're both going to actually be a little bummed out and be like, I'm sad it's over so quick. You guys, Sunday evening, will wind up be making plans for the next visit already. Okay. It's going to go so much better than expected. Okay, Ashley. Will Bruce ever grow up? Will Donkey? Will Bruce ever grow up or mature? Also, admit his true feelings in that. Okay, let's find out. And a little bit of a future look. See. Whoa! Thank you. Silent now, but he's still with the Lover's card. Chooses you, but in the 6 of Pentacles going forward, he decides to actually try to open up and be a little more reciprocal instead of so closed off and quiet. Right now, God's making some changes in his lifestyle in order for this to work out. He's experiencing some good and bad Tower moments to help him through his shadow work. By Cancer season, he'll be in a more Queen of Pentacles mature place and stop running so much with the 5 of Wands, and then come out of that wounded warrior mindset, the victim mentality or the healing energy, and 6 of Wands, success. By Leo season, you guys are cool. It starts during Cancer season, and as we get into Leo season, you can lock it down with him. All right, so I hope that helps. I like Donkey. He's Donkey. Hey, sure, it's Donkey. That's cool. All right, Sage Moon. What's up with Sage Moon? What do we got for you? All right, let's see. What does Capricorn think about our meetup yesterday? Ooh, let's get into his thoughts. Let's get into his everything. Thoughts, feelings, emotions. What's he got? 2 of Wands. Ooh. 6 of Pentacles. And the Emperor. He dug it. He's like, I'm glad I made the choice to do this. We got along. We talked. There wasn't a lot of weird, awkward points. She actually did kind of like, she interacted. It wasn't weird and cold. Emperor energy. I think I like this. So you actually, you know what? You made him feel better and confident because he's like, you know what? Wheel of Fortune. I think this could go somewhere. Ace of Pentacles. I totally think this could go somewhere. All right. He's already been thinking about like what to do next. So no, I dig it. You had a very good outcome. Even though he didn't show a lot of it, he left very happy. He tried to play it cool, but once he got in the car, he was like, that was cool. He played music he hasn't played in a long time on the way home because he actually wanted to listen to happy songs for a minute. So it went good. All right. Okay, Drea. What's up, Drea? How does Xavier view and think of you? How does Xavier view and think of Drea? 7 of Cups. Ooh. No one else compares with you. That's the thing. And with the 7 of Wands, though, the biggest part of this is his blockages. 10 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. He can't get out of his head. And even God with his 3 of Pentacles is like, we're trying on him. But the 10 of Swords on this, he creates his own obstacles out of his fears of the histories repeating itself. He's so used to what's going on that it's like he's already planning for failure. That causes him to like slow down. All right. So the Justice card shows his intenser feelings is that he could see long term with you. Like you'd make a good spouse, a good partner, a good parent. Okay. It's like almost even he's like, nobody else 7 of Cups can put up with me. 7 of Wands. I dig the vibes. So the thing on this one, so you're kind of like seen as a lighthouse by Xavier a little bit in that you kind of really you help calm his anxieties, his fears, and his nerves. He sees you as a protector and a bit of support with that Leo energy. All right. And Capricorn, you are a motivator. And that's the thing is he's never met anybody else like you. That's what's keeping him latched on right now while he figures out like the next course. What do we do next? Where do we go from here? Archer, I've never made it this far before. My relationships all derail. I'm not sure what to do. I don't know how to have a good one. I'm like, oh, that's okay. There's no written book on it. Just be nice to her. Take care of her, him, her. It's a 50-50 thing. He's like, okay, cool. Justice. Got you. Page of Pentacles. And then reaches out. I think Xavier's going to tell you these feelings and that, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's kind of what Archer said. But I think you'll actually hear it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. All right. So I hope that helps. And Tess, you are so generous too. Oh my gosh, girl, I cannot. Thank you so much. All right. True feelings for the connection with the Scorpio. All right. Let's see what we got. What are Scorpio and Tess's true feelings in the connection? and a little status on the connection. What do we got? Queen of Pentacles. Oh, you okay? So Scorpio's in it for the money. All right. High Priestess, Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. I'll tell you what the biggest true feeling Scorpio has is that you got your act together. Scorpio's not used to that. That's the first thing. You're Queen of Pentacles. You're Proverbs 31 in Scorpio's eyes. You keep your life going. You keep your job. You don't miss a day of work. I mean, like, you are on point in his eyes. I'll tell you what, he actually kind of mimics some of the stuff you do. You rubbed off on him already. I don't know how long you've known him or not. Man, the Moon card of the Eight of Wands, it is that connection and how you've rubbed off on him that it's kind of like the first dose is free, but he wants to come back for more because he's like, I want more Tessisms and more of her nurturingness and stuff because she's really got her act together. Even he's saying, even Scorpio is saying to me, Tess, Archer, I lose my cool all the time, but Tess always keeps it together. I mean, it's like my bumper sticker says, what would Tess do? Right? Ace of Cups, I think during Cancer or Leo season, Scorpio takes action and takes you off the market because I'm hearing Kelsey Ballerini. He's like calling dibs on your lips, on your kiss, on your time. So I got a feeling over the summer you might wind up getting like taken off the market as a result of this. Those are the intentions I'm even pulling too. All right, it's a strong connection. You guys have some soulmate vibes off of it. I like that I don't feel the twin energy on this one. You guys are still getting to know each other, believe it or not, even if it's like through snooping online. You guys are still learning about each other. So when you guys do work out, you guys are already like ready to roll. All right, it's cool. All right, so I hope that helps, guys. And thank you so much for the generosity. I love all of y'all. All right. And Libra, thanks for letting me read for you as well. I hope it helps. And God, thanks for the messages for Libra. All right. Until next time, Libra, I will see you then. I love you. Peace and love. Archer out. Yeah, Chariot. This summer is going to be epic for you. I can't wait to see how this goes. Y'all better invite me to the wedding. All right. I don't eat much. I won't eat crab legs because it might be cannibalism. I don't know or not. So I just play safe. I totally love crab legs, but I eat